Fellow black folks, Africans and African Americans, it's time to close the gap. Please watch the entirety of this essay. I think in order for us to all truly come together is for all of us to truly understand each other. There's a lot of misconceptions about Africans and African Americans. Africans thinking that African Americans are lazy. Let me break that down. In Africa, it ain't really no middle class, ain't really no middle ground. Either you got it or you don't. So a lot of people over there is like they struggling, bro. It's trenches over there too, bro. It ain't like America, but it get dirty over there, y'all know. So just like everywhere else in the world, everybody look at America as the land of the free, the land of the opportunity. America is the number one place in the world where if you're not American, you can go over there and make some shake. That's a fact. So a lot of these Africans, if they didn't already go to school in Europe, in the UK, they come over here. They work real hard for that college degree. They work real hard to use that degree to get a big paying job and become successful. That's like the master plan. A lot of them, not everybody, you feel me, but a lot of them, they make it work. They become successful. So they're looking at the Americans, African Americans, like, yo, y'all been here for hundreds of years and y'all still in a bad predicament. Not everybody, but a large percent of y'all is still at the bottom. Like, how y'all being lazy? Because I'm coming over here bust my ass. In Africa, just like anywhere else, bro, the rich is looking at the poor different. The poor is looking at the rich different. You know what I mean? It's the same thing in America, but over there in Africa, 98% of the population is look just like this. So it's not ever a race thing. Colorism, but that's a whole nother conversation. But it's not an oppression on black people in Africa. You know what I'm saying? What Africans need to comprehend and get in their mind frame before they call folks lazy is realizing that, like, nah, it's a systematic problem. Y'all got effed over so many years ago, and it's just been trickling down. Like, the system has just made it really hard for a lot of black people to become successful. But African and the African mindset, bro, it's like, bro, I come over here, I mind my business, I work hard, I can become successful. That's just what it is. But they not looking at it from the African American standpoint of, bro, I can be as respectful as I want. This officer is looking at me different. These teachers, these people in power are looking at me different. Like, I can apply for a job, check out the little black box on there, and these niggas ain't even gonna hire me just because I'm black. Like, Africans don't see it like that, but that's what's going on. They're not looking at it deep enough. They just looking at the surface level, like, oh, y'all still in a bad predicament. Now let me say this though. A lot of people do be lazy. Let's keep it real. A lot of people don't know how to become successful because they don't have the work ethic. These Africans, a lot of them are coming with a work ethic, so they're just disrespecting anybody who isn't on that level of work ethic. That's just what that is. Africans saying that African Americans don't got no culture. Y'all, this is something that we have to really understand in the year 2026. Like, this is no cap or nothing. Black culture, black American culture is the biggest culture in the world. From the way niggas talk, walk, dress, sports, bruh, fashion. Like, black people have an impact on the world that no other culture can match. Like, you can't say that. I'm not even gonna get into that, but the black culture is the biggest culture in the world. Jordans is black culture. Hip hop is black culture. Soul food is black culture. Rock and roll, but I ain't gonna get too deep into it, is black culture. Rhythm and blues, jazz, this is all black culture. To bring the conversation back to the prompt though, a lot of the musical instruments like drums and stuff like that, that's from Africa. Those are African sounds. You feel me? Once again, this video is not to try to divide. This video is to try to unite, bro. There's a unity in a lot of things that we have as black people in a whole. An African to say something like, "Oh, well, I asked this African American where he was from. He said he was from New York. He don't know where his ancestry traces back to." Or an African American to say something like, "Nigga, I'm not from Africa. I'm not African, nigga. My people been here for over 400 years. I'm black. That's what it is." To respond to an African, it's like, well, bro, you got to realize slavery was a terrible thing, and it went on for so long. A lot of people, it's the fact. Think about how crazy this is. It's the fact that niggas have to go to ancestry.com to even find out, like, oh damn, I am like 12% African. And the reason why that percentage is going down and down and down, because it's been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years since they can trace any family member in their family from Africa. So it's as if it's almost culturally, it's been shut off. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect you to walk up to any black person randomly in America and ask them where they're from and them to give you an African country, because like nobody in their family has even thought like that for years and years and years and years and years, and that's a slavery problem. Responding to an African American though, saying that I'm not African, that ancestry is cut off from my family line. I'm American. I'm black. That's what it is. It's not as an African American. It's nothing wrong in my opinion at all with saying like, nah, I'm black. I'm from my people from Louisiana. You feel me? My great great grandmother was from Texas. You feel me? Like I'm black. I'm from America. That's what it is. It's nothing wrong with that, but it's wrong for you to consciously try as a not as a man but as a black person to cut off your roots just because it's been years since those roots have been close to you doesn't mean it wasn't there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's been 500 years since you've had a family member been actively in Nigeria doesn't mean that you didn't have no family members from over hundreds of years ago that were in Nigeria moving around. The idea that Africans just flat out hate African Americans, black people in America, bro. Let me break it down. It's 1000% some truth in it. I'm gonna be real. Just like it's some truth in African Americans not rocking with Africans like that. It goes both ways. But let me break it down. First of all, if you're not from America as a black person, if you're not African American, bro, anywhere outside of the country, America, even in America, bro, nobody like black people. Why? Besides just like the pure hate, and by pure hate, besides like, cause some racist folks like they don't like the way niggas look. They say we got big noses, shit like that. Besides that, the propaganda in any other country and every other continent, when you turn on the news and you looking at black folks, you only either seeing like three things. You seeing some niggas in the NBA. You seeing some niggas that can sing, or you seeing niggas shoot each other. Like they only showing you three options. You only gonna see niggas that is going crazy in the streets. They put the hood all over the news, so it's like, oh, black people is like super dangerous. And if they're not dangerous, then they dangerous, but they are good at sports, so we can accept those ones. But or they can sing good, so like we kind of like them. But if they weren't singing, they'd be dangerous. Like, you know what I mean? This right here is a whole nother discussion. But if y'all think America hate black folks, y'all don't want to visit Asia, boy. Wasn't no civil rights movement that helped us out over there. But back to the Africans and the African Americans. Africans, y'all not seeing the full picture though. Y'all just seeing, oh, black people, they steal, they kill each other, da 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 da. Y'all not looking at it as, oh, they were slaves once, then they got like they little bit of freedom, but then they were already like slaves, so it's not like they got their freedom and then we got a whole bunch of money. Like, no, 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 no. Y'all gonna be free. We'll put you in these neighborhoods, which we will eventually fill with guns and drugs. Y'all don't got no money or nothing else to do, so we know y'all gonna bite on it. And that's how we got poverty now. That's how we got the trenches now. In the year 2026, I myself believe that with some niggas we can't just keep blaming white people, bro. It's you the reason why you shooting that boy. Why y'all trying to go slide on that boy? You can't say it's a white man's fault on why you got ops and shit. You know what I mean? But that's something else. I'm Nigerian. My mama, she from Lagos, Nigeria. She a real deal African woman. You feel me? She had all her babies and not all of her babies in Texas, but I'm from Dallas, Texas. You feel me? I was born in Dallas, Texas. Grew up in like the suburbs, 30, 40 minutes away. Uh, it wasn't the trenches or nothing like that, obviously. So yeah, I grew up with some white folks, but like all my friends is black. Sometimes my mom, as an African woman, y'all don't cook my mama or nothing. She like, why you talking like that? Why you da 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 da? And it's like, yo, you had like, look at where you had me at. All my homies is niggas. Like I got homies from Fort Worth, I got homies from Dallas, I got homies from St. Louis, I got homies from Chicago, and they be like from the cities and shit. They just moved to Texas when they was younger or whatever. So it's like I'm molded in like that mesh of things. You feel me? I'd feel a little bit more alienated if I had to live in Nigeria right now just because, you know, I've been in America so long. So people will look at me and be like, oh, well, you shouldn't be saying the N word because you African, you Nigerian. And it's like, for a lot of Nigerians specifically, I'll say Africans, I'm just Nigerian. So, you know, bro, we grew up in America around niggas. You feel me? So like we just gonna talk how we who like how we around. Like I'm speaking how my friends were speaking, not because I'm a follower or nothing, just because like that's just what we doing. I think that's it for the video, y'all. I just wanted, you feel me, to make this video for the black community. If you got any type of African ancestry, if your skin look anything like this, it might be a little darker, a little lighter. Black is beauty, so it really don't matter. It don't crack either. We got to stand together, y'all, because they trying to publicly and through the internet divide us so it can be a lot of fighting. And by they, honestly, if I'm keeping it a stack, it's us. It's ourselves, bro. We have to put all that to the side. We all black people. We just come from different places. And you feel me? Some shit got messed up in the timeline of our history, but it's up to us to bring that stuff back and unite, bro. Like, what y'all doing?